You may all take your seats. Well, today marks a milestone in your academic career, and of course it's a moment of joy, happiness and celebration, especially because at this joyous moment we've got your parents, your spouses and your loved ones with you. Well, for the two of us, Dasani and myself, it's indeed an honor, privilege and a pleasure to be the compeers. Like we always do, we give you a brief about ESOFT. And let me, right at the outset, mention that ESOFT is the largest private sector higher education network in Sri Lanka, offering a variety of education programs through the extensive island-wide network of 40 branches and serves over 40,000 learners each year in a range of programs, from school leaver courses to postgraduate programs. It was founded in 2000 by Dr. Diane Rajapaksa to provide high-quality post-secondary education, initially in the field of information technology, by focusing on the BCS UK qualifications and the BIT degree from the University of Colombo. By 2009, ESOFT had started diversifying into different academic areas and partnered with Pearson UK to offer Pearson BTEC Higher National Diplomas, HNDs, for the learners to earn their aspired qualifications. ESOFT has been recognized for developing their portfolios and learners to the level of Pearson Platinum Award winner for the last 4 consecutive years.
Many strategic partnerships with top-rated foreign universities followed as ESOFT strove to deliver some of the best internationally recognized learning opportunities to students in Sri Lanka. ESOFT partnered with Kingston University London in 2012 to offer undergraduate and postgraduate qualifications in engineering, and soon established a dedicated College of Engineering in Katubadda to cater to the increasing demand. In 2013, ESOFT partnered with London Metropolitan University to offer a range of programs leading to undergraduate and postgraduate awards in computing, business, hospitality, and travel and tourism. In 2016, ESOFT introduced a range of cutting-edge MSc programs in IT awarded by Kingston University London. International Doctoral Program of Kingston University London was also introduced for IT, science and engineering research areas. Originally positioned as the leader in professional ICT education, ESOFT today embodies the broader vision of shaping lives, creating futures. Today, ESOFT is firmly established as a diversified education provider in the fields of computing and IT, business, engineering, hospitality, and language training, with the distinction of consistently delivering high-quality training programs endorsed by leading educational establishments in the UK. ESOFT is now a university with degree awarding status since 2019, which is approved by the University Grants Commission of Sri Lanka, as well as the Ministry of Education.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to formally declare the graduation ceremony open, I would like to invite Dr. Chandrani Adhikaram, Registrar, ESOFT Metro Campus.
The graduation 2021 ESOFT Metro Campus and ESOFT College of Engineering declared open.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to formally deliver the welcome address, we have the pleasure of inviting a personality who is an experienced IT practitioner who has served many organizations in implementation as well as management capacities. He is the Chief Executive Officer of ESOFT Metro Campus and Director CEO of ESOFT International. Having commenced his career in the development field, he is also an academic and delivers lectures for undergraduate and postgraduate programs at ESOFT. The practical expertise acquired by him through many years of software development experience, combined with his own academic development, has made him a popular lecturer at ESOFT.
He is a graduate of London Metropolitan University, UK, and has a master's in IT from Charles Sturt University, Australia. Mr. Sembakutiarachi is a fellow of the BCS, FBCS, and a member of the IEEE and the Computer Society of Sri Lanka. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So officially, Aibuan, Vanakkam, Assalamu Alaikum. We welcome all of you officially to the graduation ceremony of ESOFT Metro Campus and the ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology. Overall, this session, this entire graduation ceremony has seen a record number of 1,800 students qualifying for their HNDs, their undergraduate and their postgraduate qualifications. But given the new normal and the social distancing and all of these rules we have to follow for our own safety, the event has been stretched across 2 days and multiple sessions in order to cater for everyone. So, on behalf of ESOFT Metro Campus and the ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, I would like to welcome each and every one of you. Starting off, we have the distinguished members of the head table. Accepting our invitation, we have our chief guest, Mr. Tushara Kaudavatta, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Asiata Digital Labs. We are indeed honored to have you here in order to share not only in the happiness of so many students graduating, but also to hear what you have to say as words of wisdom for our graduating batch. Dr. Dan Rajapaksa, the Chairman and Managing Director of the ESOFT Group of Companies, welcome, sir. We have the Deans of the various schools, including Professor Ruwan Abesekara from the School of IT, as well as Dr. Dilna Herath from the School of Business and Management, as well as our senior colleagues from the Engineering College. We have Mr. Chandrananda Divunuge, the Director of the ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, as well as my counterpart, Mr. Prasad Piris, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology. So welcome all of you to our event and of course other distinguished invitees. Dear parents who are up there, in order to witness this momentous occasion, which is of individual importance to each and every one of you, because your loved ones are going to be marching across this stage and accepting their awards, which is basically the pinnacle of all of this hard work that has gone into the study program. Times have been especially tough. We've had 2-3 very bad years in this country with the terrorist attack that happened, with COVID, the pandemic, the lockdowns, loss of income, so many problems that we had to face. So what you have achieved today is extra special. So I would like to welcome and congratulate each and every one of you, the actual stars of our show today. Even though we have a very distinguished panel here in order to make the awards, we are actually here to honor all of you. You are the stars of today's event. You are the ones who have overcome a number of different obstacles in order to sit where you are today and come up here and claim your awards. However, this being the situation we are in, the new normal, so to say, we have rules. That's why we have all that space between you, and that is why we don't have our usual senior visitors from the Kingston University to be present here to share in the happiness and the joy of seeing so many students achieving their undergraduate and postgraduate qualifications today. But we do have them joining us via video link. They have sent us some recorded messages which they would like us to play to you and share in the congratulations and the festivities. So, we have overcome a lot to be here today, and we basically pin a lot of hope on you as the people who can take this country forward. Sri Lanka has built a name for itself for having ancient civilizations, for having ancient wonders, and constructed magnificent projects over thousands of years. This is the kind of knowledge, capacity, and technical capability that Sri Lankans possess. So you are the future of this country. We basically wish you all the best. We are very proud of everything that you have achieved. And because we need to move the ceremony along, I'm basically going to cut my speech in half. But basically what I want to say is that as you walk up that stage, be proud of everything that you have overcome, all that you have achieved, and also be mindful of one fact. You having achieved your qualification, whether it is the HND or the degree or the postgraduate qualification, the master's, there have been a lot of people standing behind you in order to bring you where you are today. And that is your family, your friends, your relatives, your loved ones who are back there and up there who are going to be witnessing this event today. Keep that in mind as you walk up this stage, because give a wave, give a smile, acknowledge their smiles of happiness and their tears of joy, because this is a moment that will never be repeated again. And also keep in mind that we expect you to contribute to the upliftment of this nation, do well, progress in your academic activities, whatever the qualification that you have achieved, think of the next level, from the HND to the degree, from the degree to the master's, master's on to doctoral studies or a PhD, and so on. Because we need more knowledge capital. We need more knowledgeable people in order to take this country forward. So I'm sure Tushara in his speech will touch on this fact. I strongly believe that Sri Lankans are a very capable lot when we compare with the regional neighbors that we have. We have some very good language skills, we have excellent problem-solving skills, and that plus qualifications and education put together, we have an unstoppable force that can take the Sri Lankan brand out there into the world. So we have invested time and money, yourself and your parents and us have invested in order to create someone who is truly employable in a global scale. And if you can go out there as ambassadors of the brand, of Pearson, of Kingston, of ESOFT, and basically do well in your careers, that's all that we want. So I wish you all the very best for today's event, for what's about to happen, and also for the rest of your lives and the rest of your careers. I truly wish you all the best and the best that life can offer you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sembakutiarachi, for your valuable advice, words of inspiration, and words of encouragement. Well, I'd like all of you now to focus your attention on the screen as we've got a very special message from Dr. Lucy Jones, Vice Dean of the Kingston University, London. Let's have a look.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lucy Jones and I am the Vice Dean of the Faculty of Science, Engineering and Computing at Kingston University. And I wanted to take a couple of minutes to send you a message on your graduation day. And I am so disappointed that I can't be with you in your beautiful country to help you to celebrate in person. Graduation days are really important. They're a chance to reflect on the journey that you've come through, the effort and the hard work that you've put in to get to where you are today. And they're also an opportunity to look forward, to plan for the future, to think about how you're going to use that degree as a foundation for everything that you go on to do in your professional life. Whether that's to go on to further study, or whether it's to go on to the career of your dreams. Whatever decision you make, whatever steps you take, I hope that they work out really, really well for you and that you achieve everything that you set your hearts on. Kingston University are extremely proud to be working in partnership with ESOFT. And only recently we've agreed to extend that relationship and to grow the number of degrees that we work on together. And it's fabulous to see a relationship going from strength to strength. We're extremely proud of our graduates, wherever in the world they happen to be. And I really do hope that in the very near future, I will be able to meet you all in Sri Lanka and to invite you to one of our alumni events so that we can all get together and actually really celebrate in person. So finally, all I want to say is have fun, celebrate this graduation day. I know the world may not be quite the place that we're used to, but things are improving. There is real hope on the horizon. So make sure that you take this time, spend time if you can with your friends, with your families, with those individuals who have really supported you in getting to where you are today. Savor the moment. Be proud of yourselves, because Kingston University are proud of you.
That was a message from Dr. Lucy Jones, Vice Dean of the Kingston University, London.
We will now begin conferring of Pearson BTech Higher Tech National Diploma in Engineering Awards. Now this will be awarded by Professor Ruan Abesekara, the Dean of the School of Computing of ESOFT Metro Campus, who will be accompanied by Mr. Chandrananda Diunuge, the Director of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, as well as Mr. Prasad Piris, the Chief Executive Officer and the Director of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, and Mr. Majid Rahim, the Manager of Academic Operations of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology.
Let's put our hands together and give them a round of applause. Our presentation party. Yes, the BTech Pearson National Diploma in Mechanical Engineering. And the recipients are
Hettiarachige Don Hiroshan Sajid Lakmal Hettiarachi. Ishara Sandeepa. Dimit Surya Arachi. Dilan Vimalasena. Supun Dinusha Dias. Devendran Nidarshan. Senajit Ravishka Bandaratnayaka. Darshana Paranavithana Vikramasinghe. Heva Pedro Arachige Ishara Chanaka. Vilanjani Hansamali Jaivikrama. Akesh Anuradha Virakon.
Moving on to the BTech Pearson High National Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Dulaj Lahiru Udayanga. Hettigamage Chatura Jananja. Ekanayaka Mudyansilage Yashodana Nimesh Sadunika Ekanayaka. Gihan Yapa Abevardhana.
BTech Pearson Higher National Diploma in Construction and the Built Environment, also Civil Engineering. Handunge Mithila Maduranga Jayasuriya. Netmi Ruvangi Vianage. Hanas Mohideen Amhar Hussain. Akshay Shanaka Caldera. Muhammad Yahya Muhammad Asli Yusuf. Kavindya Kamudi Herat. Pavani Malsha Balasuriya. BTech Pearson Higher National Diploma in Construction and the Built Environment, Quantity Surveying. Mezaret Andarge Mamo. Chandani Jayangika Madhumali Kumari Basnayaka.
Let's put our hands together and give all the recipients another round of applause. Thank you very much, our presentation party. And now to address you all on this very special occasion, we have the pleasure of inviting a personality who established ESOFT in the year 2000. He is the managing director of the ESOFT Group and is also an academic and conducts lectures for a variety of subjects for MBA, MSc, BCS and BIT programs. Educated at the prestigious Maliyadeva College in Kurunegala, he had an early interest in IT, which led him to complete the BCS professional qualification before entering the medical faculty at the University of Colombo, where he obtained his MBBS degree. He also holds a postgraduate diploma in advanced software engineering from the University of Westminster, UK, an MBA from the London Metropolitan University, UK, and an honorary fellowship from the Kingston University, London, and is currently reading for his PhD in the field of bioinformation technology.
He has held many positions at the Computer Society of Sri Lanka over the years and is the immediate past president of this organization. He has also served as the president of the Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation. His latest accomplishment was to win the National and Provincial Entrepreneur of the Year top awards at the ceremony organized by the Federation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry of Sri Lanka. He is none other than the chairman and the managing director of the ESOFT group of companies, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksa. Over to you, sir.
Thank Thank you, Faisal and Dasuni, for that introduction. Our chief guest today, Tushara Kaudavatta, CEO of ESOFT Metro Campus, Mr. Nishan, Dean of the Faculties, CEO of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, Prasad Piris, Mr. Chandran Divnige, other members of the head table, parents, students, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great privilege and an honor to stand in front of you and speak a few words on this memorable day. I'm sure all of you are proud today as proud graduates of Kingston University, London. And most importantly, you have graduated in very demanding fields, because you know that even if you look at the output of Sri Lankan universities, right, nearly 1/3 of these graduates are in arts or even commerce stream. But a very handful of people only graduate in science and engineering fields. So therefore, when you are passing out itself, there is a higher demand for you already. So when you graduate, actually that is a time that you get a different kind of feeling to yourself. I personally have had the same experience when I graduated as a medical graduate from Colombo University. Only thing probably what I'm getting is, irrespective of your subject knowledge, is a self-confidence, right? Because you are a graduate, which not everyone in the society is having, right? Because we know that some of the people exit at secondary education in school, maybe after O-levels, some of the people after A-levels. And then you are a fortunate group of people who can take a bigger responsibility in the respective industries. So especially in the field of engineering and science, these days the jobs are a little bit challenging, because in these fields you usually have complex problems. Not the problems that occur regularly. There are complex problems and you need to find solutions for them. And maybe you need to, if you want to be smart and if you want to grow fast, if you want to take your company to the next level, you may have to do innovations. So actually from here onwards, it's about how you adapt into your respective opportunities that come on your way. Tushara and I are classmates in school, right? I think from grade 6, is it, Tushara? Yeah, grade 6, yes. From grade 6, we were in the same class. So he and I both chose bio stream for advanced level. Because of that, we were in the same class in the advanced level also. After my O-levels, I took a little bit, crazy route to do IT. So because of that, I was a little late to start my A-level traditional subject, which is the physics, chemistry, botany and zoology. And Tushara was an expert. Actually, he was the first in the class. I was the second. And then he was actually, once upon a time, was a teacher for my A-level subjects. I got the kickstart for my botany, zoology from him because I was a little behind to start my advanced level subject. And that is how I got into the medical college. Now see, that is what we were doing in school. I went and ended up and did a medical degree, but he did not choose that. He went and did a software engineering degree, and today see where he is and where I am. Right? So therefore, these are classic examples for you to understand life is not all about what you learn in class. Life is all about the experiences and skills that you collect and how you use them to advance yourself and how you use them to adapt into different situations and take up challenges. All of you have that required skill set and the capacity to do so. So what my advice is basically, wherever you join, you may join a company, you may join industry, maybe locally or overseas, but take up challenges. Take challenges in early life. Take risks. I'm a bigger risk taker than Tushara, right? He is also a somewhat risk taker, but he takes control risk, but I'm a heavy risk taker. Even that's why actually I became an entrepreneur. And today also I'm still taking risks because I still think that even if all my businesses fall, still I have something else to do. I still have my stethoscope and I have the medical practitioner license. I may have to update my knowledge again a little bit because I stopped that 15 years ago. So there are options, choices. You have to take on them as you move on. So my advice for you is that being entrepreneurial in your journey is always better, always rewarding. You can do that in two different ways. Being entrepreneurial by yourself, where the risk is higher, where you have to find capital, you have to try and do something new, and you have to take the entire risk and the reward, and if you fail, no one is there to support you. But you can also be entrepreneurial inside an organization, right? You call that such people as entrepreneurs, right? They are not entrepreneurs, but they are entrepreneurial inside a company. Those people also go a long way. I know Tushara is an entrepreneur. He did not want to come out and start up a business. We have had chats long time back also, but he has been entrepreneurial in the companies he served. First at Virtusa and then now in the Dialogue at Seattle Labs. So that is why he has climbed up to the pinnacle in the corporate sector, right? That is the kind of people, especially will be rewarded in the science and engineering field. So take up those challenges. When you take up those challenges in your early career, there are very high chances for you to fail. That is not abnormal. That is the norm. Everyone who tries to do things fail. And also when it comes to innovations and disruptions, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Today, technology is not about, doing things what others people have done. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's just about solving problems using the technology that you know. Once Jay Samit said, disruptors don't have to discover something new. Just have to discover a practical use of new discoveries. So already known technologies, they are already proven, they are working, but if you have a great application of that technology, you can be a winner. So therefore, as I said, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Try to use proven solution to solve problems around you, problems in your organization, problems in your clients. If you do so, in science and engineering fields, you can climb up the ladder fast. Also, there is another thing that I want to share with you. In the science and engineering field, the knowledge or the domain knowledge get outdated very fast. A lot of new development, a lot of new discoveries happen. So therefore, continuous learning in the sense doesn't mean that you don't have to come back and learn inside the classroom, but continuously upgrading your knowledge, keeping yourself up to date is very important. Now, despite my busy schedule as a group managing director, running about 4 or 5 companies, still, I want to do lectures. Why? One thing is it releases my stress, right? When I come out of my my room and then go into the classroom, it's a stress relief mechanism. The other thing is that I update my knowledge. Right? So why do I want to share my knowledge with people is that's the best way that you can update your knowledge. So therefore, my advice is don't stop your hunger for knowledge. If you want to be a great personality in science and engineering fields, you have to continue to update your knowledge. Keep yourself up to date, right? There are a lot of resources nowadays, right? If you only have the desire, you can easily update your knowledge. That is how you can build up a greater career. So don't think, what job that you do. I know there are engineers who have become managing directors of banks. There are doctors who are running different engineering companies. I'm a doctor who has started an education company which transformed into a university. There are, agriculture experts who are working in different fields. So it doesn't matter what you learn. It doesn't matter what your subject knowledge are. If you are able to use your experience and skill set and adapt into situation, you all have great opportunities. You know, sometimes some people might criticize things what you do. For example, I was, criticized by so many people for wasting my time and, doing a crazy thing to stop doing medicine and, become a businessman, an entrepreneur. They usually call entrepreneurs as businessmen those days, right? My parents used to say, මෙච්චර හොඳ වැදගත් වෘත්තියක් තියාගෙන මුදලාලි කෙනෙක් වෙන්න යනවාද කියලා තමයි කිව්වේ. They thought that I was crazy and stupid. Now let the people criticize. Now I know my parents have realized what my vision was, right? I didn't want to just become a businessman. I had a vision for myself, and that is what I did. So therefore, basically, the life is yours. Your parents have invested on you, and they have confidence on you. So do you must have the same confidence to take up challenges and move forward. I would like to end up my speech with a quote from Richard Branson. There is no greater thing you can do with your life and work than follow passions in a way that serves the world and you. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take up challenges. Don't get disappointed and demotivated by the criticism of your close associates. Don't give up when you fail, no matter how many times you fail. Take up the challenges, move forward, take your opportunities. You all can be great winners in the future. Wish you all the very best and have a pleasant evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for sharing your words of wisdom and your wealth of experience with the graduates. We now move on to the conferring of undergraduate qualifications awarded by Kingston University, London. We invite our presentation party, Professor Ruwan Abesekara, Dean, School of Computing, ESOFT Metro Campus, accompanied by Mr. Prasad Piris, Chief Executive Officer, Director, ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, and Mr. Chatara Kotagama, General Manager, ESOFT Metro Campus.
Amila Roshan Udayasiri. Chamil Lakshan. Shashika Kavin Samaravikrama. Delshan Kavinda Sarat Kumara. Ramit Dinuka Aryaratna. Disma Netmi Shania De Silva. Patum Priyadarshana. Patabandige Don Anjana Suraj. Sandra Mara Kalage Heshan Shanaka De Silva. Prageet Dilshan Senanayaka. Thirunambi Litushan. Varuna Praveen Vandabona. Netapul Suharsha Fernando. Tarindu Chaturanga Pereira. Neranjan Prasad Hemapriya. Samanka Gayan Fernando.
Moving on to the Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Hassan Alavi Muhammad Arshad. Jeevan Premasiri. Menaka Selvakumar. Pathum Chanaka Kumara Lakmal Senaratna. Prabhat Dhananjaya Tabru. Kotahevage Nisal Manoja Fernando. Ruwan Karnanayaka.
Up next are the recipients for the Bachelors of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering. Dinindu Bandara Vatulanda. Tushara Tharuka Karunanayaka. Chatura Niroshana Karunatilaka. Abdul Manan Hilmi. Tisura Ravishka Silva. Aruna Randima Lokuge. Nuan Chandrasiri. Chamika Kumara Jaisingha. Srirakulan Kuatasan. Danushka Rukshan Rajapaksha. Dion Mithila Fernando. Veera Singha Patirage Isuru Udana. Tarindu Maduranga Kanakaratna. Up next is the honours degrees in quantity surveying consultancy. Chatura Dilshan Tilanka Rajasurya. Nirasha Heva Vidanage. Isuru Madhushankar Ratnavira. Jitendra Harshan Tilakaratna. Nimesh Dhananjaya Patiraja. Venusha Malinka Piris. Udaya Krishanta Salgado. Kuruppu Arachilage Vidyani Sarsena. Shahabdeen Muhammad Marwan. Anne Nimashika Jayawardena.
And moving on to the BSc Honours in Computer Science, Networking and Network Security, the recipients are Tarindu Madhushankar, Muhammad Azim Muhammad Amjad, Muhammad Afzal Karyappa, Dulanta Haritapriya Veerasekara, Muhammad Aslam Muhammad Iqbal, Petia Wattage Sachini Amanda Pereira, Ratugamage Piomi Chamoda Fernando, Hettiara Chige Manelka Pramod, Zuhairul Amir Mohammed Suhail, ADAU Nitya Singha, Muhammad Nalim Ahmad Shamil, Netmini Anushika Gammampila, Vijay Surya Arachilage Don Shashidi Madhushanshi.
Up next are the recipients for the BSc Honours in Computer Science Software Engineering. Muhammad Hamjad Mizri. Osandi Induvari Samaravikrama. Delaney De Silva. Madhushan Sasanka. Sandamali Surya Bandara. Fazmi Fayaz Ahmed. Muhammad Samsuddin Shakil Ahmed. Tanojan Sri Skanda. Akshayan Thavaratinam. Chandima Gayan Dasanayaka. Dilruk Hasanta Gunasekara. Ranuli Sanara Pereira. Fatima Safia Siddiq. Danushka Lakmal Kumar Singha. Yaturshana Thevarajan. Muddarage Imesha Dilhani. Senarat Arachige Sakuntala Dilhani. Shaul Hamid Muhammad Rimzan. Tarshan Ramesh. Varat Raja Dinojan. Yashara Anuki Navalage. Haritha Malshan Edri Singha. Hettige Don Sri Enura Indula.
Tilanka Jaimini Ranjit. Jeevanandan Janardhan. Bhagya Madhushani Liyanage. John Sinesh Deshan Veerasinghe Madapata. Muhammad Zuhair Nirasha Isurika. Niveta Kishore Kumar. Purinda Daneja Migoda. Shania Michelle Fernando. Sudesh Devinda Vidanagama. Chamal Pramodit Abhayratna. Navishka Dhananjaya Pereira. Muhammad Nawazdeen Asif Ahmed. Cornelia Manuela Bellet. Tamash Dhananjaya Herat. Yapa Mudyansilagi Lahiru Gashan. Ekanayaka Mudyansilagi Anuruddha Priyankara Bandara Ekanayaka. Ishan Madhumalita Lena Gamage. Justin Jans Clinston. Sandul Apsara Jatilaka. Viraj Madhushan Ekanayaka. Sudhakaran Kajitaraj. Vikum Samarasingha.
Up next are the recipients of BSc Honours in Computer Science, Web and Mobile Application Development. Muhammad Jafar Muhammad Nuskin. Fatima Nishra Muhammad Nazar. Up next are the recipients of BSc Honours in Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics. Nimesh Chamindu Pereira Vijay Singha Jayawardena. Rushen Vikramaratna. Muru Sanjana Udeshan. Muhammad Amin Tajuddin. Damit Priyanka Kamkanamge. Muhammad Ashfaq Karyapa. Shangavi Lingeshwaraja. Anantani Padmanathan. Hettige Dilru Midum Chandrasiri Pereira. Lakmi Panchali Sepala Seniviratna Nanayakara. Shadinika Dilshada Gunawardana. Mayanti Handanike. Nilaksha Kalpa Pereira. Dushan Rajintha. Pasindu Madhushankar. Himansada Priyankara. Rukmal Kumara. Chirat Bimsara Bandara. Dilan Sarujan Murasoli Maran. Jeevanathan Jeenathan. Joanna Sarah Edward Raj. Gamage Thamindi Nadija. Kasun Viduranga Siriwadana. Chamara Patum Kumara Madhavala. Vitana Arachige Neranjan Viduranga.
Moving on to the BSc Honours in Multimedia Technology. And the recipients are Priskila Rukshani Olga Vijayaratna. Rukmal Akila Damien Vijayaratna. Samaranayaka Vidanagamage Dinit Sri Anjana. Kavindra Heshan Kumara Lokuliana. Rambuka Vitanage Kanishka Nainajit. Ranavaka Arachige Nidusha Nilanka Dialvis. Fatima Sajida Fazal. Nadun Nilanka Udawata. Rishkan Rahan Zainuddin. Sellapuramage Vagisha Damit Fernando Amarasekara.
Thank you, sirs. I would like to request for Professor Ruan to remain on stage to be accompanied by Mr. Nishant Sambakutiarachi, the Chief Executive Officer of ESOFT Metro Campus, along with Mr. Chandrananda Diunuge, the Director of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology.
MSc Management in Construction. The recipients are Abdul Kudus Ashfan, Diniti Mahika Varakagoda, MSc in IT and Strategic Innovation, Adisha Hindalage, Nadun Samira, Yehen Tenakon, Centuran Nalainadan, and Prashani Dilki Fernando.
Up next are the recipients of MSc in Network and Information Security. Kasun Madhushankar De Silva. Chaturanga Disanayaka. Iranda Harshapriya. Sohan Pamudita Vijayatunga. Varuna Rajapaksha. Dinindu De Silva. Muhammad Hamaz Muhammad Hasim. Muhammad Atiq. Ranath Valigama. Robert Julius Jeans. Sajita Pramodya. Vagisha Indrajit Abegunaratna. Buddhika Mahesh Vikramaratna. Chaminda Dias. Sachin Nimantha Ranatunga. Muhammad Malik Muhammad Wasim.
I'm sure we can put our hands together and give them a better round of applause. Come on, this is your moment.
Sanjeeva Rajita Vijay Singha.
Moving on to MSc in Software Engineering, Sagara Bandara Haraskama. Thiruketiswaran Anojan. UAJN Madhava. Pushpika Samira Janeti. Mahesh Kulatunga. DDA Jayasinghe. Tilini Buddhika Jayasinghe. Chintana Vasanta Javardhana. Prasant Balendran. Randima Madhubhashini Samantilaka. Sanjeeva Ratnayaka. Let's put our hands together and give all of them a well-deserved round of applause. And thank you very much, our presentation party. And ladies and gentlemen, to address you all on this very special occasion is the Chief Executive Officer of Axiata Digital Labs. He's the Chief Executive Officer of Axiata Digital Labs, currently serves as the Chief Executive Officer of Axiata Digital Labs, a leading provider of digital engineering services. Under his leadership, the organization expanded tremendously in less than 3 years to over 1,000 world-class engineering specialists and received numerous international awards for its flagship products and services. Has more than 25 years of industry expertise in digital engineering in the United States, the United Kingdom, India, and Sri Lanka. Prior to his appointment as CEO of ADL, he worked at Virtusa, a leading global technology consulting business, as a chief architect and VP of engineering. He was responsible for developing approximately 6,000 engineering experts, assuring technology and architecture solutions on a global scale.
He is the inventor and sole developer of Akura, a world-class open-source school management software solution. It has been implemented at over 50 of the country's leading schools, and this project aims to advance education on a worldwide scale. Akura has been downloaded over 42,000 times in 189 countries. Tushera was named to the Forbes Technology Council in recognition of his contribution to global technology. He was also appointed as a SLASCOM's Technology Forum member to develop technical skills in emerging technologies. He is also a member of the academic committee at the University of Moratua's BIT of CODL. He holds a Master of Science in Information Technology from the University of Kiel, Strategic Leadership from the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and Sustainable Leadership from Harvard University. He is none other than Mr. Tushera Kaudavata, the Chief Executive Officer of Axiata Digital Labs, who is also our chief guest this evening. Over to you, sir.
Thank you and good evening. Chairman, distinguished board members, academic staff, fellow honorees, and especially the new graduates, thank you very much for a very warm welcome. It's a great honor to be in front of you today. There were a lot of accolades that you have received, the defining moment in your life. First of everything we start, I want to recognize and give a big pat on your back for all the graduates who graduated today. More than that, there's one big force behind you. All of your success behind that is none other than your either parents, your siblings, aunts, uncles, or grandparents. You need a big round of applause for your parents, grandparents, siblings, and your brothers and sisters and your friends. And yes, today is a day that defies full of hopes, energy, and again, a sense of achievement. It doesn't come easily. Actually, when I read some of the points that jotted down, and when I was listening to Dr. Dayan, it almost resonates exactly the same. Now, I was thinking, what should I tell you? But at the same time, I thought of maybe echoing some of the things that he was talking about. It has never changed since 30 years ago, Doctor. It has not changed, so we were almost think alike. I think you need a friend like that in your life. Again, I'm a firm believer that education is an equalizer in the society. Doesn't matter where you are coming from, what economic background that you have, any backgrounds that you're thinking of in the society, that it doesn't matter. This is a great equalizer. That's one of the reasons that your parents or your grandparents have very high hope and push you to follow a higher education. And you are here today with that achievement. So Dr. Dayan talked about having a confidence. This defines a confidence. And believe me, you are graduating as could be a computer science, engineering, or a civil engineering, electronics engineering. And my request to you is don't look at that specific specialization. Look at what you have achieved today. You got a accreditation, certification, and endorsement that you are capable of learning new things, right? And one question, first ask yourselves, what is a skill that never gets obsolete? Take a moment. You have a lot of skills, but there's one skill that will never get obsolete. That is a skill that you have ability to learn. Agreed? This ability to learn will keep focusing and push you to get to the next level. There are enough examples. I'll talk one of those little later. And again, so when I look at some of the things that Dr. Dayan mentioned, one point, it's very, very important, is follow your passion. Now, you are graduated, and again, have some hopes. And you thought at times, maybe like 5 years, 6 years ago, having a degree is an achievement. Yes, it's a fantastic achievement. It's a big achievement. Now it starts the next moment in your life and your professional career. Passion is one of them that you really, really need to go after. I can remember, so when I was in the A-level class, so we were we were in the front seat, by the way. When the physics teacher comes, he sits in the back seat, and Dr. Dayan is in the blackboard. From that day onwards, he has a passion of teaching, right? And we love to learn from him because he has a passion for teaching and he has the ability to teach. And when I met him around 2000, I asked, why you are doing this? He said, I want to teach how to teach. That's a great passion to have, right? And look at where he is today. Besides his the academic qualification and the profession that he chose, he created an entirely new industry, entirely new opportunities, entirely new career opportunities for our fantastic resource base in our country, right? One of the leading educator in the country. Now that's what I'm saying again. So specialization, drop it. That doesn't take you anywhere, believe me.
I have seen, I have in my organization over 1,000 engineers. There are a few doctors. They drop the specialization, right? And they are doing fantastically well as engineers. They are defining software solutions at a global scale, which hits the global industry. If you have a passion like that, start following that. And the second point is ditch your dream. Be a doer and not a dreamer, right? So you can have a dream, but you have to be a doer. You have to do something to get there, to follow your dream or achieve your dream, right? It's always actually good to have a bigger dream also. There's a saying that you aim for stars, at least you hit the moon. Even if it is not, at least you hit a coconut tree. Something is above your level, right? So something is above somewhere. So you have to start doing that. So that's how you achieve your dreams. The third most important piece, you have your intelligence. You are privileged set of people in this country. You have achieved the many millions of students couldn't, or maybe people couldn't achieve in this country. You have to be proud that what you have today. But that's an intelligence. This defines intelligence. There's another important thing, which is the emotional intelligence. If you don't have emotion, only intelligence, but not emotional intelligence, you will be failed as a professional person in the society. What does it take to be more like I say, practice your emotional intelligence? I mean, simple things. Have the empathy and the kindness. Understand what other person would have done if, or maybe what other person could have done if in your situation. No, you should have done if you are in his situation. Very important to understand that, and the practice improve your emotional intelligence. It's called EQ. You have to focus on that for you to be successful as a professional in the industry. Perseverance, you have to keep fighting for what you really want to get, right? It could be hard journey. Don't expect any very rosy road. There's no such a thing in corporate world or in an entrepreneurial world, right? You will face a lot of challenges. And so that have to do with determination. You have to have the focus. You have to, as I told you, the dream. You have to keep focusing and intact with your dream. And importantly, when you get there, now you are getting into a place you will keep rejecting. All this time, I don't think you have a lot of opportunity or maybe instances and the moments that you have been rejected, except your maybe final thesis or maybe some of the assignments. But now you start the keep coming back to you on rejections. People will reject you on many fronts, right? So you get ready. Now you have the confidence, you have the foundation. Very important, again, the focusing and connecting with the passion, and we have to do the things that what you love, right? Assume now there are specialization in one area, but you might love to do, for example, say, infoforensics, or maybe say machine learning. Assume, so that's what you love to do. But in your real life, you get into projects where you have to deliver things not in line with what you love. Now what do? Don't ever be a quitter. Because you love to do something and you didn't get it, all this time your parents have been accommodative for what you say, what you do, and they are allowing you to do maybe what you love. But in corporate world and in entrepreneurship, that there's nothing called you will get to do what you love. How do you do that? Now, I'm asking you to do what you love. Now there's what that you need to start doing, your maybe following your you call hobbies. Have a hobby where you keep learning and do what you love to do, right? It could be, for example, maybe you have an open source project that you are freely doing maybe around what you want to do, what you love, and maybe start an electronics project or electrical project, or maybe whatever, maybe a models on the civil engineering, that what you love to do, maybe what you want to practice. Very important, because when you are ready, and if the other person is not ready, it's a great position. But you are not ready, but the open or a position is ready, you are a loser, because you are not ready with what you want to have, what you should have, right? So get ready before the need is in front of you. Sometimes moments finds you, and that's what happens to Dr. Dayan. He finds a moment. Sometimes moments finds you. That's what happened to me, right? So all of these things doesn't matter, right? Either moments find you or you find the moment. It's irrelevant as long as you are aligned to what you want to do. And very important in corporate life, you can't do things alone. So that's why very important that you have to have your professional skills, like team working skills, or your communication skills, your emotional intelligence really matters. How you work with people, and diverse set of people. Yeah, again, it won't be only, say, Sri Lankans. It could be many nationals, multinationals that you have to work with. You have to start respecting each cultures, each societies, and each maybe rituals and whatever, right? So make sure that you are ready to work, not work alone, but work with diverse set of people. I kept mentioning about keep learning. You have to keep learning, right? So don't stop learning, right? There's nothing called you have done with your learnings, right? So maybe after a while, take a break, maybe start moving into do your higher studies, and find areas that you love to study, and then maybe get into those. And very important, since you are graduated today, what it got here won't get there, right? So what we have been doing all this time to get to this position, if you keep doing that, you won't get to the position that you want to get, right? And now you start discovering what it will take for you to get to the place that you want to get to. Final point, now you get into a corporate world, you have to be a professional. What does it take to be a professional? There's a recipe or there's a formula I have for you. Professional equals knowledge plus skills plus principles and ethics. 3, right? Knowledge, skills, principles, and ethics. Knowledge, you can read, you can talk to a person and get that knowledge. You can read something, you browse internet, you can get that knowledge. And you have to keep replenishing the knowledge also. Secondly, the skills. What are the skills? Your communication skills, your leadership skills, your team working skills, your troubleshooting skills, analytical skills, those are skills. Keep developing those skills. Those are the things that typically a knowledgeable person will be deficit of, right? So if you keep focusing on the skills, you can outsmart the most knowledgeable person, right? Third, most important, principles and ethics. And most of the places, if you see professional, because of lack of these principles and ethics, they fail as professionals. I mean, like the timeliness. When you say, I'm coming at, say, 1 o'clock, you have to be punctual, right? And if you say, okay, I have done the integrity. It has to be done. And you have to walk the talk, right? And ethically, so you need to make sure that you give the credit to the person that is, credit is due. Don't steal the credit from somebody else, undue credit, right? So when you look at those principles and ethics, that defines a knowledgeable, skilled person and a professional, right? So you are getting into that professional outfits, and so you should be flourished as professionals, and you are the driving force in our country. So you have to take the country forward from us. Now we'll be retiring pretty soon. So you are the people who have to take this country to the next level, right? You have to define that. You have to come to that world stage, and you have to compete with the world-class engineers, right? So with that, I'm honored to be in front of you. And one correction, so Dan mentioned, I have been in the first, all the time is not, and he was the one most of the time was the first, maybe occasionally 1 or 2 times I must have. So again, that matters, that competition, regardless of where you are, and that has to be a very healthy competition, right? That competition can't be you are dragging somebody else down. It has to be how you get other person with you, and both or all together we succeed, right? When we succeed, everybody will succeed, right? So there's no position that you only will get succeed, right? So keep in mind that when you come to the corporate world, there are a lot of challenges, lot of rejections, lot of doubts, right? Lot of ifs. All of these will come in your way, right? So you have the confidence, right, because you have proven today that you are capable of taking up a challenge, and you have given a due respect to your parents, that achieving what the parents want today, right? So you should be able to proud, and the parent, I'm pretty sure they are proud what you have achieved. And the next moment is again making sure that you focus on developing your professional career. And I'm expecting out of this entire bunch, at least maybe 10, if there's a 10 entrepreneurs that coming and doing something for this country, this society, and creating another set of opportunities, job opportunities, professional opportunities, that will be the success of what we are trying to do. I am pretty sure the ESOFT also would be like to see some of you becoming entrepreneurs pretty soon. Not less than 10, I'm expecting. So thank you very much. Again, thank you for having me here today. Great honor to be in front of you today. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our chief guest, Mr. Tushara Kaudavatta, for your thought-provoking address. Now we're moving on to the conferring of special awards, followed, of course, by the Most Outstanding Performers Awards. And I would like to invite our presentation party, our chief guest, Mr. Tushara Kaudavatta, accompanied by Dr. Diane Rajapaksa, Mr. Nishant Sempakoti Arachi, Professor Ruan Abesekra, Mr. Prasad Peris, and Mr. Chandrananda Diunage. Recognizing the best performers. Beginning with the best performer, BTech Pearson High National Diploma in Mechanical Engineering is presented to Ishara Sandeepa.
The best performer for BTech Pearson Higher National Diploma in Electrical and Electronic Engineering. Janitha Charitra Vijetunga. He is not present with us this evening. We will be moving on to the next award.
And the BTech Pearson High National Diploma in Construction and Built Environment, Civil Engineering, goes to Ramesh Nithushan. Everybody put your hands together, even though he's not here with us.
The best performer for BTech Pearson Higher National Diploma in Construction and the Built Environment, Quantity Surveying, goes to Sandamini Dilasha Ekanayaka Kalupahana. She is also not here with us this evening. We will be moving on with the next award.
Moving on to the Kingston University Engineering and Quantity Surveying undergraduate programs, Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Civil and Infrastructure Engineering. Best Performers Award goes to Samanka Gayan Fernando.
The best performer for Bachelors of Engineering Honors in Electrical and Electronic Engineering goes to Prabhat Dhananjay Thabru.
The best performer, Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Mechanical Engineering, is presented to Tarindu Madhuranga Kanakaratna.
The Bachelor of Science Honors in Quantity Surveying Consultancy goes to Alawe Anjali Khavinda. She is also not here with us this evening. Nevertheless, we will be moving on.
And the Kingston University Computing Undergraduate Programs, BSc Honors in Computer Science, Networking, and Network Security. The Best Performers Awards go to Dulanta Haritapriya Veerasekara. Also to Rathugamage Piumi Chamoda Fernando. And also to ADAU Nettasingha.
Up next are the best performers for BSc Honors in Computer Science, Software Engineering, and Web and Mobile Application Development. The first award goes to Hettige Don Shri Enura Indula. The second award of this category goes to Fatima Nishra Muhammad Nazar.
And moving on to the BSc Honors in Cyber Security and Digital Forensics, we have two best performers. Lakshmi Panchali Sepala Seniviratna Nanayakkara. And Vitana Arachige Neranjan Viduranga.
Up next are the best performers for BSc Honours in Multimedia Technology. We have two recipients. The first award goes to Kavindra Heshan Kumara Lokuliana. The second award of the same category goes to Rishkan Rahan Zainuddin. Up next are the awards for the Kingston University postgraduate programs, best performers for MSc in IT and strategic innovation. The award goes to Senthuran Nallainathan.
And the MSc Network and Information Security Best Performers Award goes to Sachin Nimanta Ranatunga.
The best performer for MSc in Software Engineering. The award goes to Prashant Balendran.
We now move on to recognize the most outstanding performers. The B.Tech Pearson Higher National Diploma in Engineering and Quantity Surveying Most Outstanding Performance Award goes to Ramesh Nitushan. Made to understand he's not here with us. As we move on to the Kingston University Engineering and Quantity Surveying undergraduate programs, the undergraduate programs, the most outstanding performers. They are Tarindu Madhuranga Kanakaratna.
The next recipient of this award is Alawe Ralalage Anjali Kavindya, who is not here with us this evening. Moving on to the most outstanding performers of the Kingston University Computing Undergraduate Programs. The first award goes to Lakmi Panchali Sevpala Seniviratna Nanakara.
We are yet with the Kingston University Computing Undergraduate Programs, and yet another most outstanding performer is Rishkan Rahan Zainuddin.
Up next are the most outstanding performers for the Kingston University postgraduate programs. For the MSc in Structural Design and MSc in Management in Construction, the award goes to Ilankon Mudianselage Muditha Shasanka Bandara. He too is not here with us this evening. We will be moving on to the next award. The most outstanding performer for MSc in Software Engineering. The award goes to Prasanth Balendran.
Let's put our hands together and give all those best performers and most outstanding performers a well-deserved round of applause. Our heartiest congratulations. And while all of you are on stage, we have a very special presentation, a presentation to our chief guest, Mr. Tushara Kaudavata. This is our way of saying a big thank you for your presence here today, a token of appreciation. Everybody put your hands together for our chief guest this evening. Thank you very much. And now to propose the vote of thanks, I would like to invite a personality who started his professional career as an electronics and telecommunications engineer after graduating from the University of Moratuwa with a BSc Honours in Electronics and Telecommunications Engineering degree. He moved into the ICT field and got an opportunity to work in Sri Lanka and the US as an ICT consultant. He earned his MBA in Information Technology from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering of the University of Moratuwa.
Mingling the right mix of strategy, technology, and creativity, Prasad invented and launched an array of technological tools, and during his career, he has received many awards, such as Presidential Award for Industry and Technology Innovation and National Best E-Content Award. He is proving leadership to ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology since 2015 and is passionate in grooming young engineers in business management skills. He is none other than Mr. Prasad Piris, the Chief Executive Officer of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Faisal. Thank you, Kasuni. I have to mention, Faisal, this is your 6th consecutive year you have been comparing Kingston ESOFT graduation ceremony. Okay, head-table dignities, my dear colleagues, parents, students. Now we have reached the end of another very vibrant Kingston ESOFT graduation ceremony. Actually, this ceremony was conducted under very limited time, and we did not have enough space to plan it out, and there was so much of energy put onto this event, vibrant event. Now, it's my duty to thank everyone who contributed, who made this event very vibrant, very colorful, and memorable to you guys. To start with, our chief guest today, Mr. Tushar from Asiata Digital Labs. Actually, we have to thankful for him spending his time here. I mean, he's under very busy schedules. And also, I have to say, we had a very short time limitation. We gave a very short notice for him. Thank you, Tushar, for giving us his message without any hesitation. And also the inspiration given during his speech. He mentioned this is the qualification or accreditation to you to learn further. Take this saying, memorize this, and go on your academic path. Then, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksha, the leadership you've given for this momentous occasion is amazing. Actually, this shows your aspirations, how you look at the students' experience. The direction given by Dr. Dayan for this occasion is we have to make a delightful experience for each and every student. Dr. Dayan, I think you nailed it. Our parents, our students, and we all had a very delightful evening today. Then again, Mr. Chandananda Dunugay, Director, ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology. Thank you, sir, being here with us and witness graduating our young graduate in front of the teachers and their parents. And also, I would like to tender my gratitude to Kingston University officials, especially Professor Mukesh Limbachia, who was behind these ESOFT Kingston partnerships from the inception. I have to say, the attire you wear today, now we are blessed to. We are given permission to have it in Sri Lanka. The very recent involvement of Professor Mukesh Limbachia. Then there are academic liaison officers, Dr. Q, Shane Q, and Dr. Pushpa Kumar Peli, who are behind us for grooming all you guys and getting these qualifications. In addition, I have to mention the true leadership given by Mr. Nishan, CEO of ESOFT Metro Campus, to drive this occasion under this very tight situation. Thank you, thanks again. Also thanks for accommodating ESOFT College of Engineering in this occasion. Then, Professor Cecil Kumaravadu, Chief Academic Advisor of ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, Dean School of Computing, Professor Ruwana Besinger, Dean School of Business, Dr. Dilian Herat, and all our internal and external academic panel. Actually, without your support during these pandemic conditions, it is a dream for our students to qualify and confer at this ceremony. We owe you so much. Also, there was tremendous support we have received from health authorities, BMICH management, and all our event partners within very short notice. You all help us. Thanks again. 2021 graduation theme was unique because all other years we had enough and more time to plan out. Here I am not going to name individuals because there's a long list. Thank you everyone making this event very vibrant, memorable for all of us. Then also my gratitude goes to my team at ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology and grooming these students to qualify and also preparing them for the graduation. Dear parents and students, actually this is yours day. Parents, we are very thankful for you all believing on us. Actually, during last year, ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology alone made 100% growth in HNDs and 50% growth, over 50% growth in top-up programs. That reflects the trust you have kept on us. Thanks again. I know one mom is here. She traveled all over from Dubai to witness her son's graduations. Also, there's a father here who came to my cabin 3 years back securing his son's future. Now they're happy and he's proud. He's witnessing his son is securing most outstanding award at this ceremony. We are so proud of you, and we are so proud of our student, and we are so proud of being able to create future for your sons and daughters. Dear students, at this ceremony, you are conferred with globally recognized higher diplomas, undergraduate and postgraduate qualifications. You have made us proud with higher grades and performance awards. A final word to you all. Congratulations to you all. Big thank you for making us proud. And this is not the final. You have another professional journey, and we request you to go further, imagine, and as our chief guest director, now you are qualified to learn new things. You are accredited to learn new things. Take this challenge, and future is what you make it. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to invite Dr. Chandrani Adhikaram, the Registrar of ESOFT Metro Campus, to officially declare this graduation session closed.
ESOFT Metro Campus, ESOFT College of Engineering and Technology, graduation 2021, to confer Pearson BTech High National Diploma in Engineering Awards, Pearson BTech High National Diploma in Construction and Built Environment Awards, Kingston University London Undergraduate Awards, Kingston University London Postgraduate Awards, declared closed now.
And that concludes the day's proceedings. Please rise for the national anthems of the United Kingdom and Sri Lanka. Students and parents, please remain in the hall until the academic procession leaves. Also, a message for all the students. You can go to the Mihilaka Madura to obtain your photographs as well as refreshments. Have a pleasant evening.